Yeah. Man, I gained 10 pounds eating the red and the green M&Ms, bro. I gained 10 pounds so quick. I'll stop it up today. How you brothers been for the week, man?
Oh, we've been good, man. Been good.
Yeah.
We can't ignore the ratings. I mean, this light skin thing is working for me and Derik.
I heard it's more market. Where do we start?
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Let's Chop It Up. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like, subscribe, ring the bell to get the notifications, and tell a friend to tell a friend about four brothers here on Let's Chop It Up. My brothers from another mother, what's going on with you, man? I ain't see your brothers in 7 days. How you been? We gonna have a lot of shit to talk about tonight.
Just one particular thing.
Yeah, maybe something that happened the other night. Something that happened on Sunday. I think it was the Super Bowl or some shit. Yeah. My man Derik, what's going on with you, brother? Talk to me, man.
Man, I'm all good, man. Just enjoying my time back with you, brothers. You know, just reminiscing on that assault that happened over the fucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? And
the Jets didn't play. The Jets didn't play this week.
Respect, brother. Have some respect, brother. Have some respect.
And man, you know, just enjoying life, man. Got family coming in from out of town, so it's always nice when they come in and spend some time with us. You know, we get to spend some time with them. So that's always good. This crazy ass bullshit ass weather. I don't know what's going on with this, but you know, y'all can keep this rain. I think, you know, I should say the rain, this cold weather. I think it's raining tomorrow. But other than that, man, you know, I feel nice and warm and happy and content inside because I get to spend one more day, one more week with you fellas, chopping it up, enjoying some great conversation. And I'm glad that all our people will be checking in with us, man. I'm excited for this show, man. So let's get it, man. What's happening, Rob? Talk to me, man. What you doing, brother?
Everything good. It's a little chaotic at my house. You know what I'm saying? We're doing some construction here. You know, I want to apologize to you brothers about the meeting yesterday. I couldn't get into the basement to meet up with you guys for the meeting. So I apologize for that. But it's been pretty chaotic at my house, you know. A lot of disruption and stuff with nobody got slapped or anything in here, so I don't want people to think that.
I know.
Yeah,
we're not slapping people off the.
We didn't know you was building a dungeon for one of them badass kids.
No, actually, we're building an anti-native machine. That's what we're building here.
You look for investors?
Yeah. The thing is, I want to get it patent first.
Oh, okay.
And then it works basically off sound waves.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that little thing with the mice where it sends out the wave. You bang it in the yard in front of your house, and then it sends out sound waves, and the natives cannot get past those sound waves.
Oh, wow.
You're about to be a trillionaire.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, like I said, it's been chaotic in here. We everybody's trying to figure out how to navigate not having a kitchen and all that stuff. Yeah. So, you know, eating out and stuff, fast food and stuff. But other than that, everything is good. You know, everybody's healthy, and I thank God. And I'm back to here with you guys. And I can't wait to get to this topics today. Hey, Monique, how you doing?
Checking in. It's Simone.
Yo, we gotta get Simone and Monique some shirts, yo.
Yeah,
they don't have shirts.
Gotta happen.
I don't know, man. Simone, we got to figure out how to.
They got to get something because they are loyal viewers.
Yeah.
They are loyal viewers. They on every single week.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you, ladies, for all the support that you give us on Let's Chop It Up. Let's give them a hand.
Part of the show, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanks, Simone, somehow, Jamie. I don't know how you could do it. Is you can't send Simone your email so we can get an address so we can send her something.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you can somehow, man. And then Monique, I can get in touch with Monique.
Yeah. But other than that, everything's good with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we love you too, Monique.
You too, baby.
Well, absolutely.
But Kelvin, how are you doing?
Had a very, very, very bad experience, and I don't know if this is the forum to share it, but since you're my brothers, I gotta share it. The other night, I was trying to go to the Nourish spot to get a smoothie at 2 a.m, and I'm out my house. It's freezing.
2 a.m.
Yeah, and I'm out my house, and somebody's like, "Yo, let's chop it up," and my name ain't no "Let's Chop It Up." You know what I'm saying? I don't answer the "Let's Chop It Up." Then one of them, I said, I know you're not talking to me. And one just snuffed me, right? I mean, we fighting or whatever like that. I mean, it was two dudes, right? And they was
you in the
one was white, one was mixed or something, right? And they was mixed martial artists, right? And I'm beating them down, and they beating me down, and then one of them had a mega hat or something, and I woke up, and there's an extension cord around my neck, and I'm like, ah. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no bleach. It was peroxide they poured on me. And so I just
so you laying on the ground just fuzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
they cleaned out your wounds. Yeah.
So you know, needless to say, I didn't realize Nurse Spot not open at 2 a.m, but I was trying anyway. But other than that, everything is good, man. I'm just maintaining. So, and like Derik, though, the weather out here is crazy.
Yes.
Like it is really. I remember back in the day, with spring be like 70 degrees and stuff like that. I'm telling you, it's brick out here. So you know, but I'm excited about the show. And I tell you, first of all, let me say this. I want to say to each of you gentlemen, I will never, ever mention your wives' names, ever. That's all I'm going to say. Never. Just in case. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep their name out my mouth just in case. You know, what's up, D? What's the deal?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Nothing major, but everything open on Guybrush Boulevard. We was going to go to the Nurse Spot is the Weed Man. Nothing else open at 2 a.m. on fucking Guybrush Boulevard in South Jamaica, Queens. Ain't nothing open. But
by the way, check for them weed flavored smoothies that's coming out. But that's a different story.
Kelvin, that story didn't work too well for the first guy that told it.
You know? Mine was just as believable as his, I guess.
But nah, man, it was just a fun weekend. Just watching the damn the show, the Oscars was funny. But I gotta go. Management wants me to say, Simone and Monique, email management@blackandlatinomedia.com with your t-shirt sizes and address and stuff like that. And the brothers will get to you and send you a shirt.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
You can't do it better than that than real time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, brothers, let's get to it, man. I don't want to waste no more time. I had nothing else going on in my life. So, this weekend, it was the Oscars Awards. It was a beautiful awards show. I would say I don't watch the show, but my significant other had me watch it because of the fashion, because of her company, and I was watching the show, and it was great. It was produced by Will Packer, black, the whole thing. I mean, had historical black college kids giving out some of the awards and all this other stuff in there. Had D Nice as DJ and the music. The band was black. It was a beautiful night of celebrating. Finally, when the Oscars was all white, too white, and this time we had a lot of culture, a lot of us saying. And then we had an incident. Jamie, there we go. Will Smith assaulted Chris Rock. After some comments he said. Can we get the comments of people that didn't see it? I don't know how you didn't see it, but can we play the uncut version of the comments, Jamie, or the incident that happened, Jamie?
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
All right. So, any of us can take this first. You guys go first.
The blackest moment on television ever, bro.
I would say some nigga shit, but I won't say blackish.
Yeah.
I meant to say native, but
Yeah, I guess so. They wanted black folks on, but good lord, they got some niggas though. Shit.
Yeah.
Rodney, what you about to say?
Yeah, blackity black ass Oscars. Yeah.
It was a Source Award.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it turned into. It turned into the Source Awards. Exactly.
You know,
good
like
lord.
How many times have we talked about the Smiths on this show?
A lot.
A lot, right?
A lot.
And we're
Yes.
continuing to have them as a subject of a topic on this show.
Yes, sir.
And amongst other shows. It's kind of sad what we're kind of watching with the Smiths unraveling like this, in my opinion. Will and Jada used to be one of the most positive image of Black love that they used to be in entertainment. Now they are becoming like this huge debacle. Now their business is being plastered all over social media, all over TV. A lot of things, in my opinion, were very embarrassing to Will Smith. I'm very shocked that Will Smith did something like this. Considering if you watch it, he looked like he was laughing in the beginning.
He looked like he was smiling when he walked off.
Yeah.
Say again?
When he walked up, he had a little smirk on his face.
Yeah, like he was smiling. You know, I don't know if maybe Jada may have said something because she was offended by the joke. Maybe, you know, she said, "You ain't gonna do nothing." Tupac would have never let that slide, you know.
Yep.
So I don't know what happened after that, but I think it was a huge embarrassment for them, especially Will Smith. I mean, I think that she's done a lot of embarrassment to him as well with some of the things that she's done in their marriage and stuff, putting it out there. I don't know if Will Smith felt under pressure because, you know, he's been getting dogged lately and looking like maybe people say he's a punk or whatever. But to me, what he did to Chris Rock, to me, that was a punk move. I mean, you beat up the guy that played one of the most famous crackheads in the history of freaking movie theaters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and didn't have to lose weight or nothing for the part, you know?
Stupid.
So I just think it was a really bad look for the Smiths that night. You know, they tried to then they boycotted the Oscars once because there wasn't enough blackness or something like that one year.
Yeah.
And then you come to the Oscars this year and make total asses of yourself, you know?
I think, and I agree with you, Rodney. First of all, I think he did irreparable damage to his career. I do. I don't think ever the image that was crafted. And I know D read the book, and I know, you know, it was kind of like the way he was trying to make this career and always have this image. I think that is shattered. Secondly, first of all, I feel Chris Rock was a victim in this situation. I think it's reprehensible to go up there and strike somebody. He's a comic. That's what he does. And he was primarily an insult comic most of his career. You know what I mean? It was not a malicious joke. First of all, I don't know how many Black women I know with alopecia. I'm not trying to minimize it, but the reality of it is this. We're not talking about a person with some type of life-threatening illness where he crossed the line. I felt he didn't know. Jada Pinkett's daughter shaved her head off when her mother shaved her head off. I didn't know I thought they was just doing it because they're attention seeking.
No, she shaved the head off. I'm gonna give it back to you. Didn't read the book.
I'm not sorry, hair off.
Yeah, the shaved the hair. She shaved her hair off. That's because she didn't want to do the tour no more. She didn't want to do the song no more. So the father's going to go home.
Okay, so stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. So nobody ever know. Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's the point I think you're trying to make, Kelvin. I'm trying to make, is getting ready to make too. I didn't even know she had alopecia. I just thought
Nobody
that was some shit that they just did. They just shaved their heads.
Right.
You know?
Because
go ahead, Kelvin, continue.
And so you take your life and you put it on display. To me, Jada Pinkett has not been relevant in years, career-wise. So she comes up with, you got enough money to just have a hobby, to have a show. You bring your daughter on the show discussing topics that are way over her head and stuff like that shouldn't be. You know, one of my friends was saying today, who has their daughter in the room where they tell them that your father is boring in bed? Like who does stuff like all those things that make no sense? So you put all this stuff for public consumption, and then when someone says something, then you get offended by it. The other thing that looked really bad was the fact that he was laughing. And then all of a sudden you go from that emotion to that reaction. It looks really bad. Now, I've met both of these men. I was fans of both of these men in that regard. What I'm saying is I think as a community, have always been very proud of their success, right? I mean, and one of the things about Will Smith was the fact that he had never embarrassed us. It was always a good representation of a Black male from most of our, the way most of us viewed it, I think. This right here just goes so far and beyond what we thought he was. I don't think you will ever be beloved again, and then to me, Chris Rock, that was embarrassing to go through that. Chris Rock has daughters himself. You know what I mean? I was saying, and if you remember when I saw the movie King Richard, I said psychologically, I think it is damaging for a child to see their father be beaten up or attacked. I just think psychologically, you just think your father is Superman. And those girls had to deal with all this and still probably dealing with this wherever they're at their respective universities to have to deal with that. And I just think it's foul. If I was Chris Rock, I would not say a word. I wouldn't address it at his show tonight. I would not say a word until I have either a paid interview or something like that. I would not, because everybody's expecting him. The tour is sold out to address it tonight. I wouldn't address it tonight. I would make everybody wait, and I'd make Will Smith and them wait to see, because right now you don't really know the full fallout of this until we hear from Chris Rock.
You know what?
Yeah.
I feel you on that. I actually feel kind of sorry. I'm not embarrassed by Will. You know what I mean? I'm not. If not from that, you know what I mean? I'm embarrassed for Will for all the other stuff that's been happening leading up to that. To me, it all goes in the same hat to me. You know what I mean? But what I do feel for him is a bit sorry, because this brother reached a breaking point, obviously, and it was just like, if one more person says something, if one more thing happens, you know what I mean? And when you stop and think about it, you have the weight of everything that came before. Then you have the weight of the evening. You know, he's up for, nomination, right? Which he did win, which unfortunately, that kind of got swept to the side, right? Best actor, I think, right? Something like that. And which is the big one for the Oscars. That's the big one, And I think you have all of that pressure. And it all just kind of, stewed together, and I think that's what you got, Unfortunately, I don't think that it set us back, but I just think that the bar was pretty low for us anyway, because we've been begging to be in the Oscars. I shouldn't say begging, but you know what I mean. We that's always been the thing. There's no black people in the Oscars, no black actors in the Oscars, and we get our night to shine, and then this is what happens. You know what I mean? So what will happen is we'll just go back to what we had before, which was, if at worst, which is no one at the Oscars. So yeah, that's the thing that I was thinking about. Norette kicking it. She says, I've always said people need to be careful talking about couples' goals. No one knows what goes on in a marriage except the two people and God. Exactly. Yeah, Derik, your statement is how they're going to justify his action. Listen, we can't. I think we can't. We have to get over making Will Smith a hero, or looking at our peoples and making them. It seems though, like, there's some shining example of who we are. They're just people, and everyone has a breaking point, and everyone deals with pressure in the way that they deal with it. And I can't imagine the pressures that they're under. I can't imagine the pressure of seeing my wife, say the things that she says on the red table talk about me. You know what I mean? Having to navigate that. You know what I mean? I don't know what that, and I think that at some point, maybe that was his way of getting back some power. You know what I mean? Because I feel anyway, that he's been diminished for a while leading up to this point. You know what I mean? So maybe this is his way of, enough is enough. He slapped somebody. And now we're not talking about Will Smith being a punk anymore. We're actually going the opposite direction. You know what I mean? And
but see, this is the thing, Derik. To me, if you can't control your house, because that's what this is about. To me, it's about your house. You didn't control. In other words, if you feel like you're a man on that stage, but you're not a man at home. When you say you came home and there was a studio in your garage that you weren't consulted about. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That is the time to raise an eyebrow or a question. If you feel like you have to compare yourself to Tupac, you know what I mean? In other words, it could be your wife just loved dudes that's thugged out. Because if you look at Jada Pinkett coming from Baltimore, that's what she was. That's why it amazed me when she rolled her eyes, because that's the worst thing she ever heard in her life right there. That's the thing. Because I said this before. I think to a lot of people, they don't like the children. I think now a lot of people don't like her. And I think they're getting to the point where they don't like him. Now, I've always liked Will Smith. I met him. He couldn't have been nicer. The reality of it is this. All this stuff building up, you have all of the help and resources that you need to start to deal with these things. And I always ask, and I think it's something important for us to talk about. when it comes to men, especially in our community, if you are affluent, if you are famous, which is the life you chose, you went into that field because that's what you wanted to do. It's voluntary. And so if that's the life you chose, you now are despondent all the time. You had a lot of people. I remember Martin was running down the street and he had run down the street with a gun in LA. Like Chappelle had to flee the country one time. What is it that's in the water in this industry that is doing this, that is breaking these men, especially men that seem to be so strong or seem to be so together? What is it?
Well, for me, I think the things, when we say breaking, I think sometimes you didn't heal the child that was in you. So Will had a lot of stuff with his father and all that stuff. When you look at his book and all that stuff, Will could have nipped this in the bucket if he handled his household right.
Correct.
Once his wife started doing that shit, getting her ass slapped by August Alsina, whatever the motherfucking young boy name is, he should have handled that shit from the jump.
But how could he have handled it though, D? What do you think he would have done?
He should
not have it on public display.
That's one thing, right?
He didn't do it. That was his wife.
No,
that at the table though. He sat at the table with her.
Let me get a goddamn word in, goddamn it. Goddamn, man, he asked me, and you answer my motherfucking question. Will could have flipped the motherfucking red table over from the jump. Like, bitch, we ain't going for this shit tonight here. And now it's what the whole time. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now he flipped it over. I'm just joking with the flip. But he could have nipped a lot of stuff in the butt. Even the August thing, like, yo, keep this shit on the wraps, whatever. All the other stuff she was doing. If you see the book, a lot of stuff, Will could have nipped in the butt a long time ago, bro.
No question.
It's just like, you got to handle that. Like, even like, he should have handled that situation with Chris. He could have went and said, yo, bro, look, I'm going to handle this shit. Like, yo, boo, I got this. I'm going to handle it. And he could went backstage or whatever, handle that shit. Talk to him like, yo, motherfucker, you say some shit, I'm going to smack the shit out of you. Take shit up, this ain't no games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have, but he went around the shit wrong. I don't say it set black people back because this is a white people world. And that's white supremacy mindset saying that it set us back, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. Right? They didn't have us in a high regard anyway. That's why the shit they didn't have us in it before. So I don't give a fuck what they think on that part. Because if it had been two white men did that shit, it would have been just said it's two men having an argument without a fight. They just took it as two men having a fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
you know,
ahead,
with the point you're making about Will keeping his house in check, I agree 100%. If you look at the way Jada did a lot of things with putting their business out there, she was too comfortable doing it. She was extremely comfortable doing it. And the thing is, she showed that she had no concerns of a backlash from him towards her.
Word up.
So the thing is,
and we're not saying beaten before we say
no,
backlash.
we're not saying I'm not saying that. But the thing is that Jada feels too comfortable being able to do these type of things with Will because he allows it. He's too comfortable with it. So the thing is, to me, that shows me that she does not have a lot of respect for Will at all. Now, I'm gonna bring up something that I saw on social media with women talking about this situation with Will. Oh, he did the right thing. He protected Jada and this and that. Let me explain something to you. I'm a firm believer as a man that men are supposed to protect their woman. You will not get me to change my mind about that ever. But let me explain something to you too. The queen protects the king as well.
Facts.
And she's not doing that.
Oh,
she's
no,
not
at all.
Protecting him,
bro.
She is not protecting his image. She's not protecting her image. She's not protecting what her children have to hear about their father and this and that. So to me, she's not protecting him either. In a relationship, especially a marriage, you protect each other. It's not a one-way trip.
But see, I can't get anybody to answer the question. What should Will have done? You said to nip it in the bud. What should he have done to nip it in the bud? How could he?
Okay, this is what this
you know what the thing is. I excuse me. I'm gonna say this, Kelvin. I'm gonna let you have the floor. Let me explain. There's a lot of things he could have did. Number one,
okay, correct.
If number one, he could have let her know, yo, this happens again. This shit is done. This is done. Yeah, I'm not here for your. Because you got to realize something too. That's a form of abuse as well. What she was doing. You know what I'm saying? But we don't look at it like that because it's coming from a woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the thing that's number one. Number two, if she continued to do it, then guess what? This marriage is over. Let's keep it pushing and go. You go your way and I go my way because I can't be with a woman that has no respect for me.
Right.
You know. But this act that he displayed with Chris Rock to maybe try to gain some respect, that's not the way you go about it. Because let's face the facts. Will Smith ain't built like that. You a guy that basically after you did something like that, you go up on the stage and then you cry about it. You know what I'm saying? You're not really built like that. And another thing, this is a guy that got into one little fight and his mom got scared and she said, "You're moving to your auntie and your uncle in Bel Air." You know what I'm saying? Come on, Will. You ain't built like that. You're not no thug guy. You know what I'm saying? He had to move from where he lived because he got into one little fight. Now you want to beat up Chris Rock. Come on, man.
You know, well,
Kelvin, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say this to me. Again, and I agree with Rodney. This is not for public consumption.
Rod's getting a scroll.
So,
no, I'm getting a good scroll.
He said a good scroll.
I'm getting a good.
It's not for public consumption. I think what it is this, and I think you actually hit the nail on the head, also, Derik, because this didn't just start this week.
That's exactly.
And it looks worse. It looks worse when almost the person like snaps their fingers and sends you up on the stage. That doesn't even look like that was his decision.
Correct.
Oh, I better do something. She looked like she rolling her eyes and this, that, the third. And it just looked, you see what I'm saying? And that's the problem, that Will has been in this business nearly 40 years, just like Chris Rock. They've been in this business since they was teenagers.
Yeah.
And so right now you have tarnished. This is a guy that was a rapper turned actor who made it to the pinnacle of his field. He is the first rapper to receive a Grammy. Then he was the first, I think, successful rapper turned actor. Then he gets a Oscar, which is the highest award you can get in this country with acting. He gets it, and nobody remembers the award. Nobody thinks about the performance. He has blown that. And again, I don't think this is about whether or not you like Will Smith, whether or not you like Chris Rock. It's an issue of whether it's right or wrong. And you cannot justify that. He was out of control. And I've always said this, I am not a fan of being out of control. I'm not out of control when it comes to grief. I just, and that doesn't mean that I'm stronger than anybody else. I'm just saying, to me, you have to be able to think in situations that are uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to do that, he held the people hostage. Questlove was there to receive an award that Chris Rock was about to present to him. Nobody even knows about that or cares for that matter. You owe everybody in that audience an apology. You owe the Academy an apology. You owe, first of all, I thought it looked very, very small not to mention Chris Rock by name when you made the acceptance speech. And you apologize to everybody, like they said, everybody but the person you slapped.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
We'll get some comments in. Jamie, can you bring a couple comments in?
Jada said nothing 2 weeks ago when Cox came for them at the red carpet. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
man.
I didn't see that.
I didn't catch that.
Who's Cox? I don't know who Cox is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is either.
Well, with Jada, you never know.
It's a guy with a big one. That's what it is. Cock.
Scroll.
No,
That's
not scroll.
Yo, Rod,
You know how she gets down.
My flag.
Rod, that's
What a yellow flag.
that's scrollish.
That's
That
dry
is,
snitching. I be holding you down on a lot of your scrolls.
he
Dry
does.
snitching.
Yo,
He's like, throw the flag, bro. Throw the flag.
Well, since I got the scroll, it probably was a big cock that she's talking about.
Yo,
He said he'll get his money's worth.
The funny thing is the transgender person from Orange is the New Black.
No, I think you are nut. You're nut. Yeah, I just.
Here go another.
She says, I don't think this has anything to do with black people or this being black. The whole night was black excellence, and to me, this reflects negativity on Will and only Will.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'd like to say the same thing, but y'all know exactly what it is.
Direct checking in.
Sally just got to try to hold it down for D because he want to put the positive to our people, but y'all know exactly what it is. My people don't know how to act. My rich people don't know how to act. My poor people don't know how to act.
What the rest say?
She says Jada doesn't cover her husband like she should. She's giving the world license to ridicule him.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Now let me say. I know I got the good scroll. Let me explain something. Right, like Will kind of put himself in a really bad situation too.
Mm-hmm.
Put himself in a bad situation too, because I believe that people now are going to try Will more because of this.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I really
right.
believe that. So
Because we know
now
where the buttons at now. Yeah,
correct.
I can't
You
wait.
know
I
what
can't wait to
buttons
Uncle
that?
Murder. I can't wait to Uncle Murder.
Now the thing is, I don't believe that Will would have went up there and slapped a white comedian, and I don't believe that Will would have went up there and slapped a rapper if it was cracking a joke about Jada. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A rapper probably could have went up there and said they slept with Jada, and he probably wouldn't have did nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which she probably did. Give me another scroll. You know what I'm saying? So I'm calling for him now. I'm gonna wear Jamie's ass out tonight.
Yo, Jamie, bring up Brad's comment. Look at what Brad said.
He said that boy ain't been right since Ben Vereen left him.
That was the best one I heard. That was the best one I heard, yo.
That was good. That was good.
Uncle Berta actually apologized for his lies.
Oh man! But you know what I realized? Let me just lay it out there and just be honest. And we have to be honest as people and as men and women. All this walking around talking about my queen, you can use queen and king all you want. If your wife is something that is not reflective of that, you could try to. You could put a crown on her. Yeah. You could put a robe on her. You could put diamonds on her.
Lipstick on a
That's right, and nothing is going to change the inside. That's it. Let me tell you something. Right. You could call it a Louis Vuitton bag. I'm trying to tell you, this from Jamaica Avenue. That's where it's from, and that's right. It. And that's what he's trying to do. I protected my queen. No, your queen is foul. That's just the bottom line. And we use the words queens loosely. And so as a result, you could try to do all that stuff like that, but the person is the common denominator. It is always her. It is always her. And she got one claim to fame, who she's married to. Other than that, she'd have been one of the people be like, what happened to Jada Pinkett from the 90s? That's just what it was.
Jada has emotionally manipulated Will for years. She totally sets him up for this and knows exactly what she's doing. Yeah, I agree. Agree with Sally. Yeah, absolutely.
She's toxic. She's a toxic.
Yeah, she is
absolutely toxic.
The other thing is too, Will is the big name, and she still hyphenates her name. Pickett don't carry no weight. It don't carry no weight.
But that's the psychology. That's the psychology, Rodney. She is kind of lightweight, jealous of his success, and she doesn't hold him down because of it. She's envious of it, man.
She shouldn't be jealous of his success because what he gains is coming home. She benefits millions of dollars from what he makes every year.
She got a bigger ego than him. You know what I mean? Or at least as
she
big.
Need to go. She need to go.
Yeah. I think it's the main issue with them.
What do you think the fallout is from this, though? What do you think the Academy should do? What do you think should be fair with Will Smith? What do you think should happen?
So you think how should he get punished?
Right.
Well, what I think the Academy is going to do to him is probably they're probably going to make him make part 2 of Hancock because that shit was a flop.
No, they should take the first one and make him watch it.
Yeah,
no, this is
no Wild Wild West.
The other thing I think they should make him do is he should play the lead role in Dee's movie Slave Ghost.
No. He'll get his ass kicked.
No doubt.
Fuck that. They be like, fuck that. They wouldn't be scared of his boobs. They be like, fuck that.
This is what I think is gonna happen. I think they're not gonna let him attend the next 3 years. That's what I think is going to happen. I think they're not going to let him attend. I think he's not going to be allowed to participate in any functions that they have probably for a few years.
I don't think he's going to show up anyway. I think this is a bad scene for him. This is a bad time for him, man. It's been a bad time for a while now. You know what I mean?
But you know what? Let me tell you something. I separate. Listen, I'm be very, very honest with this. Who your wife is sleeping with, or who you're sleeping with, is totally your business.
Correct.
I'm talking about as far as, because that's his wife and he chooses to move forward like that, that's fine. I'm talking about as far as the public. You don't get to humiliate this comic. You don't get to disrespect him or his family. Chris Rock, I mean, they talking about Will from Philly. Chris Rock from Bed-Stuy. Like, Chris Rock knows some people too, probably. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. You don't get to do that. So from a professional standpoint, because I think there's two different things. His wife emasculates him, he goes for it. That's fine. But now when you come out of that, this is the public. You don't get to determine that. You know what I mean? And again, this it's funny. All of us here, I'm assuming, went to a junior high school where people used to go at you if they needed to or whatever. I know I did. And we was taught very early on, words. Don't let words get you. We used to give some, we used to take some. You know what I'm saying? Like, has anybody ever said something? I went to school with a dude. He and I talked about each other's mother every day. Every single day. And we never fought about it. We didn't even know each other's mothers. But that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You're taught, you have got to have restraint. When you are north of 50 years of age, at this point, you don't need to be getting passes. Will made a statement to him, I apologize. This is not the man I want to be. Well, when you going to be that man?
Yeah.
Where you gonna be? Where are you gonna be? You know what I'm saying? When I get 70, right then I'm gonna tell y'all gonna see me come out my shell. Like at a certain point, what happened?
Oh, I'm sorry, no, I thought it was trash. I'm sorry.
No,
I love that guy.
I moved Rod kind of, but I'll let it slide.
Alcoholic superhero.
That shit was trash. That shit was trash. And what he got his strength on? When he got weak when he's around that white woman.
Yeah.
Think of the metaphors. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I goddamn, Will Smith. It's like I want you guys to, if y'all, I know none of y'all gonna read the book, so but this shit was bound to happen with this dude, man, from the book. Bound to happen. He always felt very inferior. He felt weak. His mom said his mother said he never act like this. That's like this. That's what I'm trying to say. This woman is so toxic that your mama who raised you never saw this come out of you.
Correct. He's not like that.
Growing up in Philly and nobody pushed your buttons when you went up there and fought. Like
no, he left Philly. He went to Bel Air.
Yeah. But the thing is, the thing is, when people say your honor of your wife, that's when somebody come threaten your wife. All the jokes. If you take your lady to the comedy club, and you're sitting there, and she happen to have some fucked up shit on, and the comments on her, you gonna rush the stage?
Correct.
It's just comedy. It's fun. You go to the comedy show. No, if you sit in the first 3 rows, you know it might be on.
If you sit in the first row, you know
it might be on.
You could be getting hit. It's just what this man does.
And after the show, who the first person give you a pound for being a good sport?
Yep, the comedian.
The comedians. They come. I've seen it a million times. They come up to you, yo, thanks a lot, man. This, that, and the third. All the time. Yep. That's what it's about. You see what I'm saying? And so if he would have laughed, if she'd have smiled, he'd have went to the next joke, because you could tell he did that off the top. That's all he did. That's what comics do.
For what I understand, he didn't write. For what I understand, they said he didn't write the joke.
They're saying that now because the Oscars is now trying to cover themselves and they trying to take some blame. This, the reality of it is this. You can see, you've been around long enough, D. You know that was off the top. Yeah. Ain't nobody even thought about that reference with her being bald in the front. Nobody thought. First of all, he's there to win an award that night. They already know he's going to win the award that night. They're not going to come and go up. Jada is not really relevant enough to be part of the show. I'm going to just be honest with you. She's not. She's not. Jada. Right. Thank you.
Based on who she's married to. Yeah. The other thing is Jada had a post on her page about her being bald and said she does not care about what other people think about her being bald.
Exactly.
Obviously, that was a lie.
Yep. Exactly.
Because she was obviously offended by this, but that's her acting again. That's why you got to be careful with these actors, because when they're on social media, when they're in interviews, they're acting then too. You know.
But did anybody care? Like was anybody like, yo, we're not talking about Beyonce here. Did anybody be like, yo, you heard Jada Pinkett? Did nobody care? You came up with a show so you could be watched. Nobody was checking. When's the last time you was like, I gotta go see a Jada Pinkett movie or show?
Set it off.
Right, but would you have seen that if she wasn't in it?
Did you see?
No, I didn't go see it for her.
Jada. Did you see it for her though? Did you see what? Did you see Set It Off for her?
No,
you didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. I went to see it because Queen Latifah. Now I like Queen Latifah.
Right, well, that's something. Yeah, I would have saw.
I just thought it was a cool story with women.
Let's get ready. When we all went to go see was because it was Vivica Fox. When Vivica Fox was at her peak and she was
I'm gonna be totally.
Vivica Fox had the body.
But I thought, you know this? I thought the story was different. We usually saw dudes.
I'm talking about most people, not saying us, right? I'm just saying most people. Because Vivica Fox one time was one of them vixens on.
No, you're right. She was big. She was hot.
Yeah, then Latifah, we went, and it was a good storyline. That's what we really
the storyline, right? Because we hadn't seen women that was in that capacity all through the '90s. You saw a bunch of dudes with different movies like that.
That was different,
but it was different, so we went to see it. But what I'm saying is, this is the woman that made Woo, and I'm not trying to take again. She made, she's trained. She made, she had a career. I'm not trying to knock her. What I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, to me, it's the same thing. It's the same thing they said when she boycotted the Oscars before. You're not in that league. You're not an A-lister. You're married to an A-lister.
Correct.
What was the other bullshit with Bokeem Woodbine? Was it Brad? Brad still and Brad know that shit. That shit with Bokeem Woodbine.
Jason's lyric.
You said
No, Jason Lyric. I like Jason Lyric.
You lost me.
That shit was trash.
Jason Lyric.
Trash.
You know why all this movies are trash? Because they was coming from the same neighborhood we was in. We saw all this stuff in real time. That's what it is.
Let me get Chris Rock thing with that whole alopecia thing. The two things he probably didn't know. I didn't know. Knowing Chris Rock and knowing his family, I say knowing Chris Rock, like I said before, the college with his brother and all that stuff like that. His mother had cancer. I seriously doubt, if Chris Rock knew he was going through illness or the hair loss, knowing his mother, he would have ever made that. I talked to one of my people that took care of his mother during that time. There's no way in hell I think Chris Rock would have said.
And I hate to minimize this.
I forgot about
that's a good one. That's a good one, Sophia. I hate to minimize it.
Sophia, I won't say P.
Anybody else that has gone through a family member with cancer, I'm not trying to minimize alopecia. We are not talking about in the same stratosphere as a major life-threatening disease. And they need to really, really relax with that. Really. And if it bothers you that bad, you're a multimillionaire to get a wig like 90% of the people in Hollywood anyway. You see what I'm saying? It's just really the biggest night of your career turned out to be probably the worst moment you've ever had career-wise.
But also it might have become one of the more important nights for us as people, like and just for male-female relations when you stop and think a bit about it. Like in a sense, like you have Tiffany Haddish. I think she came out and she said she thought it was a wonderful gesture. She felt like it was wonderful to see a man stand up for his woman, right? And
on a joke?
Well, listen, it wasn't about the joke.
Tiffany Haddish also said Jada better suck his dick from the back tonight.
Okay, that's cool too. But she is indicative of there are a lot of people out there who feel that same way, bro. A lot of women feel that same way.
Sleeping.
I didn't say I'm quoting.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiffany get the scroll. She get it. He her representative.
This is the thing. Did Tiffany Haddish come out and say anything about Jada when she was disrespecting Will in the public? She ain't say nothing then. You know what I'm saying? So now Tiffany Haddish shouldn't say shit. That's my personal opinion.
Big fact.
She did not come out and say that Jada Pinkett is foul for coming out blasting her husband about sleeping with somebody, about him being boring in bed, talking about that Tupac shit. She didn't say any of that. So now all of a sudden he goes up there and make a fool of himself. Now she's going to say something. I don't think that's right.
She's speaking more towards the gesture, though. The actual, because you're women out here who feel that men do not, and you have different types. You have some women who,
but you know what?
But other women want men to be protected. Want to see men be protectors and defenders. And she
protect your good wife. Protect your good wife.
Listen, we're gonna get into right. Listen,
you got a good wife. You got a good chick. We're not talking about
Derek. I saw Jada driving a brand new Rolls Royce. She should be on UPN9 somewhere. Is she driving the Rolls Royce? That's him protecting her right there. That's him standing up for her right there. There's provision involved, and see what happens is
the bodyguards that he paid for her.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. I think there's a narrative painted that all Black women have low self-esteem and the men are abandoning them. I think there's a small group of people that feel that. Every man I see on this screen, y'all with women that y'all take care of, that y'all love, and that take you down and hold you down, and they know you strong men and good fathers, stuff like that. This idea that Tiffany Haddish just broke up with Common and stuff, so probably it's this thing like we're always abandoned and stuff like that. There's some really good dudes out there. There's some really good women out there, and that's just the bottom line. This right here is just inexcusable. Will knows better than this. He just does. And what I'm saying is, when you lose it like this, something else is wrong. Yeah. Something else is wrong. And I think that what he's going to have to do, he's going to have to go before the public, have to do anger management. I think you need to get in front of a camera and apologize to Chris Rock. All this going on social media later. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, this was you being the valedictorian and you almost didn't get a chance to make the speech. That's what it was. This was your night. Denzel and all of them sat there like, I cannot believe it. Jamie Foxx ain't do this. Nobody that won that award did this. And so few of us have won it. And now it's going to always be this. That's the problem. And I'll be honest with you. I could say this because I've been there. If a woman is not into you, you can buy a mansion,
Correct.
You could buy a mountain, you could buy whatever. It's not gonna matter. She would rather go and get on the bus to see somebody in Rikers Island that she loves, and that's the bottom line. That is, yes, it does happen to sex symbols. I'm telling you.
Yo, Tiger, what did he say on Twitter?
He said his Twitter post that night proves he didn't get it.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about Will Smith?
Yeah.
If they gonna be at the after party, I mean, getting jiggy with it. Come on, son.
But see now, but I just think that we have to deal with the fact that there are many women. For them, it was a refreshing thing to see a man stick up for his wife. You know what I'm saying? Not dealing with whether or not whether she was worth it or any mistakes she may have made before or whatever they had going on before that, just to see him stick up for his wife and stick up for his honor. Now, I'm not gonna get into whether or not he should have did it or she was worth it or anything like that.
It's sticks and stones, man.
$20 says before the end of the month of April, Jada Pinkett says something else fucked up about Will. $20.
You're probably right.
$20.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
And if she makes it out of April, the following month, she'll do it.
Give Tim a t-shirt, a mug, a hat. I mean, at the end of the day, and I have to give it to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z sitting there like I was the drug dealer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Will Smith's son did a tweet too about.
There you go. Not this woman. My husband has nothing to prove.
And that's it.
Monique. Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's it. Y'all not in the playground.
But see, here's the thing. But here's the thing, Monique. You do know how many women there are who actually feel that way, because I'm telling you, if you look at your timeline or whatever social media that you look at, you're gonna look at it. It's at least 50-50. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta acknowledge the reality is that we split on this thing. So we need to at least have that conversation and think about
Derek, I agree with you, Derek. You're right. He's right on that, because a lot of these woke ass pages and all these black women like nobody protects black women. That's to me, it's bullshit. I don't know. I don't know too many brothers don't, but I get it.
I know my wife won't say that.
Yeah, but it's some dudes like dating some chicks, right? I seen dudes that don't open doors for women, right? Stuff like that. I get it. So they had them fucked up as dudes. I understand where they're coming from with it, but to me, it's like she didn't need no protection. No, she was in no kind of harm.
She was not being threatened. She was not being threatened.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm. The other thing is too, I would have been more understanding of Will slapping him if Chris Rock had said something on that stage that was revealing that no one knew about and embarrassed the shit out of them. Yeah. Then I would have said, okay, Will went up there and took care of his business.
No, she already said that. He ain't got to say that.
I understand. Exactly. She's the one that's going to say it.
Right.
But it's not Chris Rock's place if he had said something like that to reveal something about Will and his wife personally. You know what I mean? So if Will had went up there and checked him and said, yo, what was that about? You know what I'm saying? Why you did that? Yeah. Then I could see it more. But the thing is, he cracked a joke about her having a shaved head, and she was not a threat at all. She took offense to the joke. He laughed at it, and I guess she egged him on, put a battery in his back, and he went up there and he did something fucking stupid.
I said, don't pay attention to Jaden. He was wearing a sherbet swoop.
I'm gonna tell you something. If Will did this in the 90s with the way rappers were portrayed, he could have got away with it. This anti-bullying movement, it's gonna be hard. I'm telling you, people don't play this bullying stuff no more. It's a different day now. And Chris Rock looked like the victim, and Will Smith looked like the bully.
Sophia says you have to take a good look at women who say Will did the right thing. They have issues too. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. We all have issues.
There you go.
We all have issues, Sophia. You know, everybody got issues. But here's what I do know about Will, though. What you have to say is, in his own heart and in his own spirit, he is there. He's showing you that he will protect his family.
No, Derek. This your light skin bias, Derek. I just figured it out. Derek, this the light skin bias.
Listen,
if this was Wesley Snipes, Derek be out there campaigning against
don't even mention Wesley after what he was wearing that night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He got y'all.
What was Wesley wearing?
Oh my God!
Pull that shit up, Jamie.
You look like a leprechaun pimp, bro. I'm telling you, a mix between. Yo, man.
Yo, he look like Blade. He look like Blade with the Christopher Street.
Yeah.
You look all. Motherfucker got shorts and stockings. Two off the prints on the
man.
The colors are awful. Like, what the fuck was going on here? Like, get your man. Like, Wesley should have got smacked.
Yeah.
For real. He should got
smacking for wearing that shit.
He should got the French smack. Speaking of smacking, Will Smith did smack a white man once on the red carpet somewhere, something like that. Jamie, can you show us that video real quick?
And rightfully so.
Oh my God! There you Come on, man. What the hell is your problem, buddy? All right. Hey, sorry. You just kissed me in my mouth. You joking? You lucky I ain't sucker punching. Oh, sorry. I said that on camera. Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah, you got to hit slap people.
First of all, the dude tried to kiss Will. Why? What's wrong with that?
He was on the red carpet, man.
I don't care if he's on. I don't care if he's on the blue carpet. That guy's got no right trying to kiss Will.
You should have hit him though, man. He shouldn't have hit him, right?
Oh,
like, don't nobody kiss me on the red carpet. No, I'm curious. This to me, I'm just curious how this is gonna go for him. And like I said, I've always rooted for him, and I've always liked a lot of his films. I thought he just put it back together because he went through a lull. I think he took too much time trying to make his kids famous and all the different things that he did, and made a bunch of trash movies. You know what I mean? And so now he was putting it back together, and this was the pinnacle, but it just takes it away. Right now, that Oscar will forever be tarnished. It just will. It will. You know what I mean?
Jada probably told him to make those movies with the kids.
Yeah, they're gonna do a red carpet. Let me red table talk. Go ahead. What you got right here?
He could go to 50 Cent to give him a role.
Yeah, him and Monique. Right?
Let me explain something to y'all, right? That shit that 50 Cent is doing.
Look like an extra in the Golden Child.
Okay, you know what? So somebody, Sophia just texted me and said, "Tell them your story." All right, so let me tell this quick story. This is a terrible.
Look at this fool! Look at this fool! Look at this bullshit right here.
Look at this. Yo, Wesley got skinny. Is he a vegan or?
Yeah, that's what I was. Nah, that ain't vegan, bro.
He look like that ain't vegan. Too many enemas. Too many enemas, Wesley.
Okay, let me ask this question. All right, so one day I had to do an event for the limousine service, right? And I'm down in Lower Manhattan, and all I had to do was pick up 20 female models on this bus, take them to some event, right? I take them to this event. I walk in, they got all the dudes with gold. There was painted gold. All the women was painted blue. I'm in there. And the dude that's running the event is telling me what needs to be done, how you pick them up with time, all the stuff like that. While he's talking to me, a dude walks by and rubs his hand down my left side. I'm trying to find a way to look to see who it is. So when this dude finished telling me what to do, I go out there and get arrested. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I need to be I'm trying to, like Rodney, I'm trying to see a shoe or something so I'll know who it was. So as soon, and it's funny, you know how somebody talking to you, the dude is the boss, and I'm trying to, I just felt a hand on my, go down my thigh. And the dude's like, yeah, so we're going to do this, that, and the third. And I want to go try to get to it. And I'm telling you, I told my friend Sophia that she's been laughing about it ever since. Now, I promise you, he was going to get that work. He was going to get that two-piece. I'm telling you. And so this is my question to you. If you were in Chris Rock's shoes, what do you think you would have done in the very same position?
It'd have been
you asking A or you asking D?
I'm asking everybody.
Ryan, you go first. I know what I'm doing.
I'll be honest with you, they would have had to send that screen to black and cut the show off. That's what they would have had to do.
You'd have done it right there.
It would have been right there.
Kelvin, I always tell people this.
No, he wouldn't have been able to walk away and talk. He would have never made it to his
seat. You can't turn your back on me, bro.
Yeah,
that would never happen.
You're going to slap me and then you turn your... No.
Yeah. That was the bigger insult, too.
Kelvin,
go ahead, D.
You always got to let motherfuckers know who you are.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Now, the funny thing was I was listening to Fat Joe, right? Fat Joe was like, all y'all know I ain't no punk, this, and the third. He said, years ago, y'all know what I've done. He said, if I was in Chris Rock's shoes, I know y'all not gonna believe this. He said, I wouldn't have hit him back. He said, you in that room, the money is in the room. this, that, and the third. Chris Rock is going to really, really blow up from this. His show sold out. Now, this what I'm thinking. This what I'm thinking. It is my natural instinct that, first of all, I was raised by a man. My father said, if a man spit at you or a man slap you, you go to war. Right there. So it's your instinct to do it. It's just your natural inclination to do it. You see what I'm saying? But I'm wondering how it would have been in real time in that space. And Chris Rock handled it like a champ. I'm talking about people.
Chris ain't a fighter, bro.
No, he's not that guy. He's not. Will ain't that guy either.
Yeah,
he's not that guy either.
Okay. Will might got some skills from the Ali movies and all that other shit. Like, he might got a little skill set to him because in this book he does train. I'll give it to him. He does train. I keep going back to the book. That sounds crazy. But he does all this training shit and all this stuff like that. But Chris ain't that guy. Chris is socially awkward, man. His whole his brothers are awkward. And I'm not putting their business on the street, but I love them, but they awkward. They a little awkward, man. So he ain't that guy. I don't think Chris did what Chris would have did anyway.
Yeah,
anyway.
I think Shannon Sharp did nail it. Yeah. He did nail it. He did. Derek, what would you do?
What did he say? Who, me? Oh man, the show would have been over.
Well, that's what Shannon said.
No, that would have been that'd have been in the show. Faded Black. Run the credits. Run the credits, bro. Because they would have had the EMT would have been in there, everything.
Now, let me say this before we move on. There's one time in the history of that show where I thought that response was warranted, and that's when Hallie gave the award to Adrian Brody when her husband sat there in the front row. I remember watching it live, and I was like, I know they got to restrain my man. I'm like, before they come back from commercial, I know he's going to tear up the set or whatever. He taking pictures with the man afterwards. And I said, I should, because somebody do that. Because let me tell you something. If you would have shook Julia Roberts' hand wrong, you'd have got snuffed. But
Eric
Bonet wore no shoes.
He had no shoes. So he can't fight with no shoes on.
You break your
the guy step on his feet, break his toes, and all that shit.
No shoes.
I cannot believe.
Yeah, Eric Bonet can't. A guy that walks around with no shoes on, you can't expect him to be a tough guy.
Could you imagine somebody grabbing your wife and do that? Could you imagine that?
No, I don't even want to imagine.
I would have went up on that. I'm telling you that.
I wouldn't have got a chance. I wouldn't have got a chance to defend. Let my wife some people black out when hit. Some don't. No, my wife would have blacked out, bro. You don't push my wife like that.
There, you couldn't have got to him fast enough.
I wouldn't have got a chance to him. I wouldn't have got a shot in. I wouldn't have got nothing in. Keela, she said y'all missing the fact that y'all wouldn't be talking about nobody's wife. Yeah.
No. I will, because I'm a
How
funny
you talking about somebody's wife but you're not prepared to thump? Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
See, it's jokes. See, people taking that as jokes. Because I know I crack jokes. And that
was
that's a simple joke. That was G.I. Jane.
Monique said what happened. Monique, I couldn't find the man. I promise you I tried. I tried. But then I realized something. When I would have went up there and gave my man the 2-piece, then I'd have been accused of a hate crime.
Yeah,
that's what it'd have been, a hate crime. And I
still would be in jail to this day.
Yo, and would have drove there. Rodney, y'all wouldn't have to come get me. I'd have went there and met y'all here. I wouldn't. Y'all be getting in the car, answer the call. I'm like, I'm right here. But I never forgot. And I said to myself, I remember that night thinking, what if there was a woman there and I did that to her?
Yeah, you'd be in jail.
What if a woman was standing there and you just literally took your hand down the side of her thigh?
Oh, chill, babe. You can't be putting my shit out there.
Oh, go read it, motherfucker.
Wait a minute.
Read it, motherfucker. Read it.
There's footage in my babe when somebody tried it and took a huge L fucking with Derik Bazemore.
Oh, now the truth comes out.
Oh,
Derek gave you that work, boy.
The calm, cool Derek is out.
Derek gave you that work.
Chill. She had to put that out there. Oh, we talk about
Derek was in West Philadelphia and stayed.
Tell a story, Derek. Tell a story. We got time.
Hey,
his lawyer told him not to say the whole thing. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let's just, it was.
Derek, just say the case is not over yet. That's all you got to say.
Listen, man.
I'm still going to court for it to this day.
An investigation.
Listen, the circumstances around it. There are people who may still be interested in me at some point, so I'm just gonna fall back, right? I just had a night, but I will say it was. I will call it self-defense. That's what I'm calling it.
I'm gonna tell you what I heard happen. I heard it was a white dude, and Derek beat him down. It was like, now I'm kidnapping your father, and he gonna be my servant forever while I'm doing my show. That's what I heard. So I don't know if it's true. So when you see Casper coming in, he coming out that field. He working.
Oh, shit.
Ask Norette what happened. She'll type it in the comments.
Norette, tell us.
Nah.
She united. They the Wonder Twins. They don't give it up. That's right. That's right.
Maybe I just got off the phone with somebody today, so just remember what I got off the phone with her. All right.
Yo, I thought, you know what, the Oscars, when that shit happened, I thought I was watching the check-in line for Spirit Airlines.
Wow.
I thought that shit I really thought it was, I said, damn, they got Spirit Airlines on TV. Motherfuckers is like, with the bonnets.
Nah, I knew it wasn't at Spirit Airlines, like, because if it was at the gate, it would have been gate 8.5. It wouldn't have been a regular gate, you know. Because I heard that Spirit Airlines, they got like gate 8.5, 8 3/4, 9 1/3.
The motherfuckers for the cheaper flights, they got stools for the seats. No.
I thought they had lawn chairs on that shit. I really did.
You sit on that motherfucker like this, spinning on a stool. Jamie
we
trying
hard
to get on
on
that motherfucker,
man. We hard on Spirit.
Fuck Spirit, man.
Yeah.
But
They still serving pork rinds on there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. And Chico sticks and shit.
Chico sticks, yeah.
They don't got water. They sell quarter waters.
And Boston baked beans.
Word up. Nasty ass fight. Jamie trying to get me on that shit. Yo, no one's been quiet. That dude, August, I seen it.
Stewardess have been shot before.
Yep. But
Yeah,
look,
I'll be one of them.
they used to be on Backpage. But anyhow, selling pussy. Yo, but no, August. Do you think they made August? I seen the sound of NDA because he's been quiet.
They probably paid him.
Real quiet.
They probably cut
paid
him
him off. They cut him a check, Rob.
Nice.
Right.
Well, with this happening, right, you would think that journalists are going to go and find him now to see what his comments is on this.
They're going to cut him another
But
check.
see, that was another mistake. They didn't even have to mention him and respond to what he said.
Yeah, she said people want to violate in public always, want you to react in private. Nah, you hit it how you live.
I agree.
All right, off the top.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with that. That's right.
Yeah.
Trying to downplay it, bury the lead. Nope. Keep that same energy. That's just what it is.
Same energy. Keep that.
And I do believe if it was 50 Cent or LL up there, my man would have found the strength to go on, and that's what it is.
Yeah. I tell you, no lie. I think if even it was Cat Williams, I don't think he would have tried Cat.
He wouldn't have.
No, Cat Williams would have brought the smoke right then and there. He would have been right on his ankle.
Now, you know what I'm curious about? I'm curious to hear.
He just wouldn't shut up. Cat would have never shut up. That's why he just
You ain't gonna fuck with my perm, Will. You ain't gonna fuck with my perm.
Damon, I am a boy, Damon. Yo, this is the thing. I am curious. I'm curious what Chappelle thinks about it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, I'm talking about after the red table. I think he was like, he can't make no comment
after
on
the red.
it.
Yeah,
remember, it got exposed when he August said it, and then it was big.
I don't think he got paid off because once the cat is out, what's the difference? He said he
can't, but he can't go into details. I
don't want detail. We don't even need detail. Once you got that,
they just keep him from writing a book about it.
Oh, I see you talking as far as the lifestyle.
Yeah,
I got what you're saying.
My freak ass with the details.
As far as the lifestyle that they're in other words, it would have validated the open marriage thing. I got you.
Correct.
Which is the worst kept secret.
He never said he had open marriage in the book. It was Jada. He said he's a loyal man. He got cheated on by his first lady and all that kind of stuff like that. I tell you, bro, I think it's just when I say toxic, I think it's Jada. I don't think he did none of that creepy shit. He don't like to cheat like a one woman man.
Well,
styles make fights. And marriages, apparently.
The toxic, I think it's man.
She's just super toxic, man. I agree. She just might just be super toxic, man. That's all that is, man.
She mad her mama look better enough because her mama ain't.
Yo, I'll be honest with you. Her mother is holding tight. The woman her age, she looks great. She looks great.
Mama. That old cougar, goddamn. No, that's a gilf, goddamn it. That gilf. Yeah. Word up, fucking. That gilf, goddamn it. Word up, put her in retirement.
And then bring her back out.
Word up. Come out here, grandma. You take our teeth out? Shit.
Scroll. I'm sorry, I'm calling for it. Give me the flag. Thank you.
Come on, son.
Nah, you wanted it, D. He was asking for it, D.
I think I'm gonna get the scroll for that one.
No, D, you gotta get it, D. You gotta get it.
That was weak. That was weak.
I didn't think what it would have done.
Me and Ron together, goddamn.
Now you want to be together. Now you want to be together.
Right? The scroll, if you didn't get it, D. If you didn't get it, the scroll would have had no meaning after that.
Why don't the four of us vote that we have a scrollless episode?
I thought I was gonna do it.
Because D is not gonna be
absent. Like we're not allowed to get scroll. Let the referee let us play.
Let them play, right?
Let them play.
No. With D on the set, no.
It's too risky, right?
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Too risky.
I'm just going, Mo. I'm just going according to Will. Will don't get down like that.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I missed that one. I didn't even see.
Yeah, she said, "Am I wrong for hating for when someone says for Jada to cheat? Will must have cheated." Yeah, you know.
That doesn't.
Look for justification.
Yeah.
You know, we try to make things make sense, though, Monique. You know, people try to make things
Will
make
said
sense.
he wasn't giving her attention. He did a whole bunch of stuff going on hiatus, going different places. He did some meditation. Yeah. That's what it was, and he wasn't listening to her. One time he was listening to his daughter. A whole bunch of shit was going on with him, man. So.
Well, the thing is, that's still
too busy out there making $20 million a flick.
Yeah, I was let him down. To say that. But the thing is, that's not an excuse to cheat. That's an excuse to sit down and talk. That's number one. And number two, ain't nobody in there starving. Nobody eating peanut butter and jelly up in there.
Real
good.
Correct. Ain't no bologna sandwiches.
Exactly. And ain't nobody in there probably changing or making their own beds. You know what I'm saying? They got housekeepers and all that shit. So them people ain't suffering. Get the fuck out of here. Will goes away for 2 months to make a movie, comes back with 30 million. Shit, y'all better shut the fuck up in there.
Where would she have been at? That's what I'm saying. Looking at old episodes of A Different World, I mean, come on, you really, your claim to fame was that this dude. I mean, think about it. And this whole idea that he feels so small up against Tupac, he ain't even in D and Rodney top 50.
She got the Matrix off his. Oh God damn!
He ain't in my 50. Tupac never will get there. Sorry.
No, he's not in my top 50 either.
Sorry.
To be honest with you,
man. Really?
No, I don't.
They mean that. They've been holding to that.
Ever.
I don't. There's things that that I didn't kind of like about Tupac, the way certain things did. I didn't think he was a lyricist. I really didn't.
No,
he was a lyricist, but he was a rapper. He wasn't a lyricist.
I think his mystique was bigger than his skill.
He was a mood, man. Tupac was a mood.
Jay said she never fucked him though, so.
Yeah, you can trust her. So I mean, if she say it, you got to believe it.
At this point, why wouldn't you? Yeah.
Allegedly,
put everything else out.
Tupac was messing with Jasmine Guy. Allegedly.
Jasmine Guy's kind of scary. Jasmine looked bad, bro.
Back in the day, she did.
She looked bad now. I mean, bad, man. Like, bad.
He don't mean bad. He means bad meaning bad, not bad meaning good.
I'm not getting the scroll. I'm not gonna say nothing disrespectful. I'm staying right there.
That's when scroll coming.
She said they have enough money for her to make weekend visits to her husband. Talking about Jada.
That's right.
That's right. She can see him anytime she want to see him. You know,
that's true. That is facts.
The thing is, you're right, because I'm pretty sure they have access to a private jet.
Yeah,
Will can afford all that. You know,
bro. If you see the book, he was flying.
If he's shooting on location, she can meet him.
He was going from Detroit to California, the bro got money. He got crazy money.
Yeah, he got
30 million justified neglect. No, it doesn't.
No, it does. That's not what we're saying. The thing is, we just have to sit down and talk about it.
Though I can't front.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of people dealing with it. That's out there.
But no,
working that 9 to 5.
I think it's Will's childhood from just understanding what his father, witness his mother getting beat by his father, how hard his father was on him. Those are the things I think really played out with Will. Stuff with being the kids,
there's stuff there. There's stuff there.
It's a damaged child, and that's still in that man, and that's what it is. I think that's where he needs some help. I mean, he did sort of help, but I think he really needs to stay in therapy. He needs to stay in.
And to answer Derek's question, what Shannon Sharp said was he would have gave Will that work. He would Will behind on stage.
He said every time on site he would have Will, as he said.
Yeah, just because he had nothing else better to do.
Yep.
He'd whoop his ass.
Yeah, he looked like he could do it, actually.
Listen,
hell yeah.
You don't need
it. He ain't going to win no oratorical contest, but when it comes to that gym, my man is in it.
Yo, it looked like Shannon Sharp's testosterone level is going up at his old age.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
That motherfucker he got muscles on his earlobes.
Yeah, man. Shannon Sharp is a good student, man.
And then it made me laugh. Shannon Sharp said, if Denzel told him at your highest peak, that's when the devil comes. Shannon was like, well, then I'm the devil. Then
I'm
I
the
fell out.
devil, The devil is going to take over me today.
But no, at the end of the day, jokes aside, though, I do hope Will gets it together and everything like that. I still am rooting for the brother to get it together. And Chris Rock, I hope he, you know, I know his tour is going to be good. He and Kevin Hart and all that. But I feel for him tonight. Having to go through that. That's embarrassing, man.
Paula,
nobody likes to be embarrassed.
What's up, Paula? What's happening?
Paul, let's get high. Paul, let's get high. Hey. Yo, Jamie, man, it's time to go to commercial. Jamie,
really?
I'm just joking, y'all. I'm not in this glass right now. It's agua. If I'm saying that right. Anyway, Jamie, let's go to commercial. Jamie, please.
Say it right.
It's one of them shits.
I'm Dawn Kelly, daughter of Joan Kelly, granddaughter of Margaret Ackerman, and founder and CEO of the Nourish Spot. I'm a native New Yorker, born in Harlem and raised in Queens. The community connects to the Nourish Spot through a number of ways, one of which is through my family's 60 years of long-standing roots in this community. My grandfather purchased the first home in our family here in Jamaica. We connect to the community through our employees. We have a number of young black and brown men and women that mask up and glove up to come to work every day so that we can assemble customized fruits and vegetables into what customers want. And so I'm really happy that we have such a great team, and I thank them every day for their dedication and fortitude. COVID-19 has caused a lot of small businesses like myself to close. And so we're very happy that what we've been able to do is pivot. And so instead of allowing individuals to walk into our store, we have set up a QR code, we set up a curbside pickup, and we have a heavier reliance on our food delivery service at partners. So in my opinion, resilience means, taking challenges by the horn, if you will, and kind of wrangling them and navigating them in order to continue, in our case, serving the community. The Nourish Spot is all in Queens.
Yo, what's up? If you like what you're seeing from the four brothers here, give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay notified when we go live and post new content. Thank you for the support. I'm just reading something from CNN. You went to CNN with Chris Rock?
No, I was reading this thing that has punished that Will Smith's punishment came down.
What is it?
They said that he has to perform 10 Popeye chicken commercials. And he has to wear the Aladdin suit for 1 year.
Oh, shit.
Allegedly.
Chris Rock just, he had a show tonight in Boston, Massachusetts, and he came out. They gave him 2 standing ovations back to back. Then he's like misty-eyed, and he said, he's not going to talk about it right now. And everything like that. So he got a lot of love for what he did, man.
I figured that's how you're gonna do it. You're gonna get right. Yep.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Big up to Chris Rock, man.
Yeah.
I like Chris Rock better. But anyway, I know we talked a lot about Will Smith tonight and everything like that, and so let's talk about some new shit. Jamie, let me just start with some Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's on this show, goddamn, the Vanity Fair. It's a show about truth, like lie detector test about asking celebrities certain questions like that. And he had some, I guess we could say funny. He had a comment. So Jamie, can you play it, please? With Tyler.
Do you ever accidentally use Medea's voice in conversation?
Never. No. Sometimes. Once. On occasion. Okay, during sex. Like hello. So, sorry.
Is that your hello face?
That was hello. That was hello face.
Do you think he says that? Do you think he says that when he's bent over?
See, you just coming out the gate trying to get a scroll.
There it is.
Look at that. I mean, I'm trying to, that's the fast. That's the fastest scroll. I mean, I told you when he said, "Nah, I ain't gonna get the scroll." That's when he gonna get his scroll.
Oh, I'm gonna start next week fresh. He's already got it this week. So might as well go for the gusto.
First of all, I thought that was Madea over there working the machine on that show. First of all, that's the first thing.
You could have got that lady a better wig, right?
I'll tell you something, man. I just think I'm proud of his accomplishments. That's what I can say. I think he has done a lot as far as his accomplishments. I don't find him entertaining, but there's a lot of people obviously that do. So congratulations to him. And to your question, D, probably that's what he uses the voice. But go ahead, Rod.
Kelvin, talk about sprinkling sugar on a donut.
Kelvin got to get the scroll.
He's not going. He was avoiding.
Asked and answered. Asked and answered. The man asked a question. He asked a question. That's right, Derek. Get yours too. We got to have some solidarity, Derek.
Yo,
we got to make it a 4-scroll night. Derek never got a scroll.
Never ever.
Yeah, but you know why? Because he didn't want to tell. That's why he didn't want to tell a story about the person he beat down. That's why he don't tell a story. He wants that scroll.
He probably set some place on fire, beating sparks out there.
And the man somewhere with a patch on his eye right now because of Derek.
Probably got to go to court next week for that fucking case.
Comment on that. Hell yeah, the fastest scroll in history.
Yo, he got all the records. He got all the records. I can't.
Bullshit. It's all bullshit.
He got all the records.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Like, maybe, Tyler Perry's on some freaky shit with him and Madea. But the thing is, like, is he using the voice when he's with women? Or, like, I'm a little curious. Like, when is that arousing? Like,
you know what? That's scroll territory right there. That is scroll.
No, the thing is, like, because the thing is, like, so are you using?
You could have been with an animal. Let's say that.
No.
Yo, Jamie, that was Derek that said it. He just a ventriloquist.
Yeah, he's trying to get Derek a scroll.
Oh man, nah.
But when is he using that? Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be real with you. I watched the long part of that interview, and he was saying how Eddie Murphy is the inspiration behind him doing these characters and all this stuff like that. I'll say this: the Madea thing freaks me out. It freaks me out because it looks just like him. It doesn't look like it. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked like a dude that looks like an old woman with a dress. That's what it looks like. It doesn't. To me, it's him. It's his alter ego or something. It's a freaked out. If you ever watch the way they portray it on the Boondocks, that's how it looks to me.
Rod, you think? What you think? What you gonna say, something, Rod?
No, I just don't know when it. Like he said, he does it during sex.
I think he was just joking.
Oh, he's just joking. Okay,
yeah, he's just joking. It's some type of lie detector show where they just I think he's just joking, and they looked at it like it was a lead or whatever like that. But even when he did it, it freaked me out.
Yeah.
It's just like that character, but that character has made him filthy rich.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You gotta
give it to Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry came a long way. Tyler Perry came from Chitlin Circuit
Norette a shirt, mug, watch, cap, socks, everything.
Norette already has a shirt in the mug. She's good.
Give her another one. Make it reversible, because that's the comment of the night. Because she right, because it makes me want to hurl. I'm telling you.
But Tyler Perry came a long way. I mean, you know, he was doing those Chitlin Circuit plays, and those plays were selling out. Yeah. And I mean, I remember when he was doing them when they would come to New York, the Beacon Theater used to be packed. Women used to be online to see Medea. Yes. You know what I mean? So, and then to be able to branch off into movies, and then to be into Hollywood, and then to own his own studio. That dude has accomplished a lot of stuff.
And he was homeless. So to have been homeless and stuff, it's a great story. It is a great story.
It's a blueprint, brother. You know what I mean? Rags to riches, true indeed. Just rags to riches, and just seeing the success he has. This man has, I think he has the largest lot now, man. You know what I mean? In the country now. You know what I mean? It's
I heard it's bigger than Paramount and MGM or not MGM, Paramount and all those studios combined. Yeah.
So I mean, just to think about where he's come from and the way he is right now.
Oh, he's dope. I gotta give him
some man. You gotta give him some credit.
Monique keep giving him that smoke. Comedian.
Well, listen, man. Yeah, Monique is not letting it go, man. You know, I think history is gonna be very kind to Monique, man. You know what I'm saying? When we all get over it, I see her point. But I think that it's just a bad time. It's just not time for her point, I guess. Obviously, but I think history's gonna be kind to her.
She's just not big enough. She's not big enough. You play if you're gonna go up against those titans, Oprah, him, you know, what's the name, Lee Daniels. It's just not. No, I shouldn't say that. I think
she got to be on the Chappelle level to me.
She's not Monique is, first of all, I gotta admit, I think it's a double standard, just like it is for male rappers, what it is female comedians. They just don't have, it's almost like the WNBA, they just don't get the same shot. And I don't think, I mean, really, she could do a Netflix special. I just think they wasn't gonna pay her the big money. And that's just, they don't think she's a household name. And that's how some people are. Well, I mean, you know.
50 Cent's about to bless her, put on, I think, one of those shows on Stars. But I think when 50 Cent does that, it's actually pretty smart. Like your career's a little damaged, so he gets to get you for cheap. And then you still got a following, so you still bring more people to the show. And he gets to help revitalize somebody's career. So you might be seeing Will Smith on Power soon.
Or BMF,
or BMF or some shit. Yeah, we might be seeing that soon. Or we might see Jada on there. We don't know.
Oh no.
Jada might
go to neighborhood.
Jada might be somebody's mistress.
Well,
no. We don't want to see no method acting. We want to see.
You can play a skinny crackhead.
Oh, man.
I don't know, man. I mean, Jada. I don't know, anyhow.
Homelessness to a sound stage owner employing thousands. Exactly, honey. Exactly.
Right.
You know,
we love
turnaround.
We love him. We just don't agree with some of his movies, but we respect the brother, man.
You gotta respect that. You gotta respect
the brother. Gotta respect the
I'm gonna tell you something that, you know what I think? I really believe this.
You gotta respect self-made.
I think social media destroyed being a celebrity. I think it destroyed it. I don't think there's a mystique about it anymore. There is realistically fame. When we were kids, Johnny Carson and this, that, and the third. Now those houses are occupied by the Kardashians and stuff like that. It's just not. Hollywood used to be a place that was mythical. I was telling my niece the other day, we saw Michael Jackson in 1982 drop Thriller. We did not see him or hear from him again until 87 with Bad. You didn't know what they was doing. You didn't know where they was at. You could not reach them. You could not touch them. You could not be around them. Today, you speak to them on social media. In other words, fame. Everybody has a platform. Everybody's visible. You remember when video recorders came out? We was tripping that we could see ourselves on a TV screen. Well, now you just got as much exposure as entertainers.
Yeah. I disagree with you a little bit, Kelvin, because I think social media made people famous and it made the famous people more famous. That's how I see it with social media.
Me too.
So you were able to reach your audience.
I don't know if it made them more famous. It just made them more accessible. To me, it brought them down. It made them more human.
But that's what people want, kind of too. People want to see the everyday. People
Correct.
People
they get to see what they're doing every day.
Yeah, they want to.
Right, but you and I both know with more exposure is less desire, right? Like less is more.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. I think people.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
If you still got a good talent, I don't give a fuck if they see you every day. You release that shit, boom, they're gonna follow.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a case in point. Go ahead, Rod.
Social media actually too created cult following. So now you got people that have millions and millions of followers, and if you just bust an air fart, they want to see it. You know,
so that's what I'm saying. So fame now is for everybody. That's my point. So
everybody can't achieve fame. I don't say everybody can't achieve fame.
There's 10-year-olds that got fame, got 10 million subscribers for playing with toys.
Exactly. We know way too much about celebrities.
And that takes away from the mystique.
And it takes away from the mystique.
You had National Enquirer, like Jamie said the thing. National Enquirer before that, but now you just have an instant. We always had those papers and things around.
But it was always centralized.
You check this out.
It was always centralized. The information was always centralized. Now it's very democratized. Anybody can do it. Everybody's accessible.
I don't think anybody can do it.
And the way it's presented is not in the way that it was before either.
Everybody can't be dope at their social media. Everybody's not dope at their social media.
I agree with that.
Not everybody. The people that are dope at it, they create that lane and they create that traction. That's how you get the Beehive and all these motherfuckers because of social media shit.
Did you know why Michael Jackson said he didn't want to do Motown 25? He said, because I don't do TV. I don't want to do TV. Because I don't want people. He said, I don't want people to turn me on and turn me off.
If Michael Jackson was live today, he'd be on fucking social media.
Yes, he would.
He'd have to be. He would have
to be. Look how long Will
why would he
Smith
have to be?
On social media.
Will Smith
and the day he did,
then he blew the fuck back up.
He gained millions of followers in 2 days or something like that.
And he didn't get it to see like, oh, now I get it.
No, I get what you're saying. But the
mindset of the fan changed. The mindset of the
I agree with that. I agree with that. But what I'm saying is this: in other words, the hysteria about fame. There's nothing forbidden now. It's almost like nudity or something. It's nothing held back.
The world changed. And they went with it. Otherwise,
and it's still changing. It's still changing.
The old mentality of how you saying it was. That's not how the people.
You know who's trying to maintain it? You look at Beyonce. She'll put pictures up because she has to be on social media. Won't say a word. Won't caption it. Won't do nothing.
That's
you don't have to. You don't have to. She's Beyonce.
Right, but she purposely doesn't do it to try to keep some type of mystique.
You might have
the most talented social media people because that's a talent too. As you just said, not everybody can do it well. So you have to hire the most talented people who understand how to do it. She's got those people at her beck and call and at her disposal. So you'd have to do that. So yeah, you're going to have social media, but you're still going to have that talent to make you stand out. It was easier before though, when the information was more, and I agree, Kelvin, when it was more centralized, when it came from one source. Now everyone's a decision maker.
And the careers are more disposable now. You get a hot record for 1 year, and you may not hear from that person ever again.
But see, the thing is, if you have a hot record for 1 year, we haven't heard a joint from Soulja Boy in so long, but Soulja Boy's still relevant.
Correct, because of social media.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The times have changed. Now, the times have changed, bros.
I did see a thing where Jay-Z said that the reason the Carters don't post flossing and expose their life so much on social media, he says, because if I show you how much I have, it's going to create people hating me as well. Mm-hmm. So he says we keep it just regular on social media and post here and there so we don't generate so much hate and jealousy.
You got a point.
I can understand that. I'm just saying when it comes to fame, to me, everybody's so accessible. Everybody famous to me. That's just it. Everybody famous.
Okay, so you're not on it. So
he's not on social media.
Yeah, but I see it. In other words, all I gotta do is turn his phone the other way, and it's 5 billion stories. Drake had this for breakfast, and Kanye did this, and used the bathroom today, and whatever. To me, that's not celebrity.
But to you, the thing is, they have a cult following. They have a cult following. There's people that's following them. No matter what they do, they can't do any wrong.
But you have an opportunity more. Well, let's just put it this way: you have more of an opportunity now to become famous than you ever had. Though.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying.
But you guys but you gotta have something people still want. If it's gonna be some goofy shit, people gonna still have to want that.
Oh yeah, like you said.
So give me the definition of a superstar to you. What's a superstar?
I think Beyonce's a
Beyonce,
superstar.
you just named it. Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce's
I could go. What's the other one? That Nicki Minaj. She's still.
I
big.
think
Kanye West.
What's the lady having a baby by A$AP Rocky?
Rihanna.
Rihanna's a superstar.
Superstar. And she posts every day.
Every day.
Every day I see on Twitter. Every day with her pregnancy. I know every time she has something.
Yeah. Because her fans now get to see her go through this.
And they should, if she drop a dope album, motherfuckers are buying it.
Yeah.
It's
but
not
she's not famous.
I got news for you, D. If she drop a shit album, they're gonna buy it too.
What you say, Derek?
But she's not famous because of social media.
No,
that's the difference.
But I think again, and this may be not like you said, the world has changed. You don't have to go to something because you can see it. Everything is just documented. So to me, you're not as
I don't
big.
go to strip club no more. It got too expensive. But it's always on. I watch Twitter. I watch black porn on Twitter. That's just me. It saves me time. It saves me money. I'm not in traffic. I don't get patted down. I don't smell like hookah when I come home. It just changed. As soon as we get off this, I'm going right to black Twitter.
All right, I digress. Oh man.
Oh man. Let's talk about some cooning motherfuckers here. I wish God, Jesus Christ, Black Jesus, and the ancestors. Why didn't you take this man home? Clarence Thomas, wife.
You gonna get audited, yo. You get audited. They battling tonight. They battling. 3-2.
3-1 show.
Wait, hold up. Wait, didn't I get one tonight? How many I got tonight? One.
I got one, and D.
You got two, Rod. I thought you had two.
No,
Rod.
I ain't get no two. Don't try to do that.
I thought no. See, you can't
try to figure add the numbers up.
I thought I was the vessel. So you can't give me the scroll for that. I thought Black Jesus was gonna bring him home.
3.
He said Jesus
that's the magic number.
Got you the scroll.
I got I saw the burning bush.
Scroll Master D. You know you scroll Master D.
That's some bullshit, man.
Cut Master Scroll.
Jamie comes to my house and said Jesus calling him home. I thought it was happening. I thought I was the messenger. I thought it was. Anyhow, his wife with these text messages most of us heard about. What's the guy name she was sending to? What's the guy name from?
What's his name? Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark send text messages and stuff about the insurrection that was going on in the thing to help fund it. I think he should get impeached. Thoughts? What you think, gentlemen? What's your thoughts on this on the matter of Clarence Thomas' wife? And he had to know because they sleep in the same bed. They can't tell me I don't know. He should have been recused from this whole situation. Your thoughts?
Correct. She sent text messages to Mark Meadows supporting the overturning of the election. That's what she did. And I think she sent some money to people to actually get there too for the insurrection. Clarence Thomas should definitely not have a position on the Supreme Court because he has a wife at home that would basically not give a shit about democracy or the law.
Right.
So, and this man is on the Supreme Court. So there you go. Of all things, on the Supreme Court.
I mean, I remember when Samuel Jackson played him in Django, played Clarence Thomas, and I remember you could tell then. You could just tell that's what he about. Oh, that's right. That's right. Another 52 payments and you go home, brother.
Yeah, no, but Derek, is he an indentured servant?
You know, Derek be muted there when he come by because he'd be like, I'm building me a home. You know how many times Derek used to pause it when he come through?
Yeah.
Come back on the camera. Yeah,
Derek can hear the door opening and he shuts it down.
You know, for a while we all thought that was Derek White Daddy. Yo, Derek lights like a mother. Damn, that's what Derek. Yeah. He do look like Derek. Got the whiteness. See that white?
Oh shit. Yo.
No, but I think it's inappropriate. But I gotta admit, one thing I give the Republicans, they don't care. They don't care. So what? That's right. What?
They're that group where rules and laws don't matter and they go after what they want. And the foolish ass Democrats, they keep going by the rules, keep following, and that's why they keep losing. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, this committee with this insurrection investigation, they're dragging it out because when the midterms come and if the Republicans take over the House again, they're going to abolish the committee and nothing's going to happen to nobody. Another thing that the Democrats did where they weren't strong enough to get it done.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No question.
It just continues to amaze me. You cannot have a knife and somebody has a gun and you try to fight them, because that's the Democrats versus the Republicans.
No question.
Yeah.
No question. No question. And everything I'm seeing right now looking like one term, brother. One term. I can't front. Front. It's looking bad. It's looking bad.
Kamala can't run. She can't run.
It's a wrap. Grand opening.
Leave my friend alone. You know what I'm saying? See the rat. See how she hold him down? That should have been Jada.
See, there you go. No,
but Jada want to put her body in somebody else's mouth.
What you need to do, Derek, is send Norette over there to fucking check Jada's ass and teach her how to be a good ass woman. That's what you need to do.
Will want to go smack people.
Combat training or something.
The way Will smack Chris Rock, he must have saw how August was smacking his wife's ass.
Yeah.
Oh man. Man. You know, I realize we gonna look at that. We gonna, you know that we gonna run out of scrolls. We gonna hit the button, it ain't gonna work. We gonna run out of scrolls. We gonna have to order more scrolls.
Knowing how little respect she has from Will, she probably said, "Look, he bruised me on my ass from spanking it too hard. What you gonna do about it, Will? You ain't gonna do shit."
He yelling, the only man that can have my wife in his mouth is August.
Shit!
Yo, he going for the record. I was there when Steph Curry hit all them threes. We see a history tonight. Come on. We are seeing history tonight. He's on fire. Look at him. Yo, you know what's so crazy?
You like Kobe tonight. You got
yo, Rodney, you know what's funny? D is a baseball fan. They say no matter how bad a year you have, ultimately you're gonna play like the back of your card. He gonna get his average back. Remember all the weeks, the 4 weeks he went? Yeah, he
I caught up in one night.
Yeah, you did. But D, I'm trying to tell you, like, let's try to push for a scroll-free episode where he's not allowed to give us the scroll. Let us just play.
Word up.
That's like asking for us to have a summer in New York with no fireworks, brother.
Jamie said
it's not gonna happen.
He said next week we'll try it.
We'll scroll. We can do whatever we want.
I'm a wild the fuck out.
And then you're gonna see this commercial. We like to thank everybody that supported Let's Chop It Up. Unfortunately,
they've been
YouTube has met with us. And
yeah,
they gave us the scroll.
Oh shit. Well, I hope I don't get a scroll in this next topic. There's a player in the NBA named Dylan Brooks, plays for the Grizzlies. His ex-girlfriend said he was cheated on before with a trans. He is now allegedly openly dating a transgender man. This is not his first date with a transgender person, because his former girlfriend said I think he stepped out on her for another transgender person. Now, thoughts? Go ahead.
I just realized that's the person that rubbed their hand down my side. First of all, y'all do some good detective work.
Yo,
there you go, right there.
Go get him, Kelvin. Let's get on the plane tonight. Let's go get him.
Oh man, do you think the locker room people gonna get on him? The teammates?
No, they're not gonna get on them. Nah, they ain't gonna do that.
Nah, they ain't
gonna be that.
They not gonna get on them, and they ain't gonna get at them.
He's the Mr. C of the NBA.
Yo,
he's the Mr. C of the NBA.
Pretty much.
And
then the funny thing is, he's gonna probably come out and say that he still likes women. So they usually do that.
Well,
I guess it's a woman now. I guess
he does. He's gonna say that's a woman, and he likes women.
Does the people still have their genitalia?
That's my question, Rodney.
That's the question. So if he still has a genitalia, then he likes men.
It doesn't matter. That's a woman.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Derek must got a new job coming. That motherfucker ain't saying he's all motherfucking night. He been politically correct. He ain't getting
everything.
Well,
Derek got a halo tonight. He's saying, "Yo, I'm gonna be an angel."
Whoever's hiring Derek, my stuff don't reflect on him. He's a good dude.
Yeah. That's what it is.
I take on my own actions. Word up. I got tenure, so they gonna fire me.
Yeah. It's something there with Derek, man. Derek, you there's something going on in the background. You working a deal or something.
Bro. Bro. Dig. Something is going on.
It's on his resume too. He said, "I've never been scrolled."
All I'm saying, yo, that's hilarious. Yo, that's impressive. That's impressive. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna just say I don't understand it. That's all. The whole era. I don't understand it. After about 89, I don't understand anything. Like I don't understand.
Early 90s was good. Early 90s.
Early 90s, you're right. I just don't understand. I really don't understand. Like I can't even relate. I have no point of. I mean, I just don't understand what make. Yeah, so like even all right. Check it out. Even the dudes that like dudes, you like a dude. You don't like women. You like a dude to dress like a woman. Then why not have a woman? That's what I don't understand.
We gotta get Mr. C on it.
Because no, forget it.
No, you know what? I think I don't want to answer that. I retract that. I think I don't want. You know what? Thank you, Rodney.
Yeah,
I'm glad you hesitated because I think I
didn't say
cannot
it for
handle.
2 reasons. I didn't say it for 2
Letter
reasons.
people gonna be after.
First of all, whatever reason you didn't say it for, I want to thank you for not saying it. So whatever reason, I want to thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, I can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
Cancel culture is gonna get us. But that's why I think nobody in the NBA said anything. You know what I'm saying?
That's inside joke. She's referring to me.
Oh, I was like, what's Switzerland? Goddamn,
I'm Switzerland.
I
Neutral.
thought that was the code word when y'all do it when you choking in sex. Switzerland.
That's the safe word. Switzerland.
Switzerland. Derek got that Switzerland. That's the safety word.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't. I guess I don't want to understand. I don't. Yeah.
Oh man, let's leave it alone before the letter people cancel us. Jamie's like, yo, YouTube blocked us. You saying too much shit, man.
It's your fault, D.
Word. I can't want to hear the end of that shit, man.
Silas said I can't take him nowhere.
No. I know she can't.
Hey, you stuck with me now.
Yeah.
You gotta claim me and shit. We're gonna talk about something serious now. I'm gonna change my.
There we go.
The Emmett Till bill went into effect.
It
was signed by Joe Biden, man. So we finally got that anti-lynching bill that went up to for over 200
Very nice. Congratulations. Long enough. Long overdue.
The sad thing is, it came out after Will Smith, and it kind of got brushed under the table. I just happened to be listening on satellite radio, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" It went.
Guys, you do realize we got an anti-lynching bill signed in 2022. That is freaking sad to me. That's
and it came up 200 times while it's been up.
I know.
She said, "Nah, that's pineapples, Look information." Oh man. Man, I mean, it's kind of sad, man, when you stop and think about it, that you have to have an I'm not even familiar with all of the bill, to be honest with you. I just feel as though it's at this point it's nice to have, but it's platitudes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, there shouldn't be a need for an anti-lynching bill. You know what I mean? There just shouldn't be a need for one. I can think of a bunch of other things. Since we're giving out bills, we can start with a whole bunch of other ones that I think would be more pertinent and more would have a greater immediate impact on us as people. So yeah, but I'm glad that it's here. So I don't have to worry about the Klan lynching me in
No, I ain't say that. Yeah, the bill, it's like order of protection. Yeah. You can have it, but I mean like,
oh, that's right. I guess they get enhanced sentencing now. That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
So they can still do it. It's just
Oh yeah.
If you can get if you can get a conviction,
Right. That's the hard part, especially when the judge is in the Klan too.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
So it's nice to have on the books. It's nice to have, But
to have that name attached to it is very important.
You need to have a lawyer. I want to know that white lady that lied on and admitted it. Why is she still alive? Or why is she still free? To say not alive. Sorry, don't give me the scrolls. I misspoke. Don't give me 6 for the night.
He goes for that record.
Yeah, I don't know. We should have more of a. I think if we're gonna go in that route, there should be an anti-policing brutality bill or something, man. That's something I don't know, man. They gotta come with something like that, man. Would make more sense to me. But you know, but okay, that's nice. You know, it's up
yeah. And then there was another story on Native News. Show Maury closing down after 30 years.
Oh, Maury?
Maury. It said Murray. Same shit. You know, Maury Povich, whatever his name is. Right?
Oh,
is he married to Cody Chung guy? Right? He married to
he's married to Cody Chung.
Well, I stopped watching Maury probably about 29 years ago, but but congratulations to him.
Yo, you bullshitting you. I stopped watching that shit. I was working at FedEx. Word, I stopped watching it around like 19.
Yeah, so congratulations.
The thing
I know,
is,
you know what happened? He probably said, you know what, y'all doing such a good job of humiliating yourselves.
No, I forgot.
My work is done here.
I took Masali on a date night to that shit one time.
Really?
To the Maury Povich show?
Yeah, I think it was Masali texted me, tell me no show. We went to one of them shows. Yeah, we went to one of them crazy ass shows up in Connecticut. I got tickets. I forgot one of them shit. Was it Maury? No, Maury's which one? Yeah, I think it was Maury.
The one you are not the father, or you are the father.
D, so you took a woman to a show with free tickets, D?
Yeah, I want to see how hood she was. If we can fight, we gotta get out of this motherfucker. I want to see a track and skill. I want to see her run through the camera and all that kind of shit like that. She can't make it to the back. You are not the father. Chicks be running. I want to see that shit. Whoever the fucking cameraman is, his skill set is ill, son.
Well, he should run in track. Yeah, he should run track.
Oh,
Rachel, you went to Rachel
and Maury, the best time. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Ratchet.
Right. Ratchet. That's right. It was Ratchet Date Night. That's what we called it. Ratchet Date Night.
Ratchet Date Night.
We did hood rat shit. Bust guns and all kind of shit out the window. Had a drink of the 40s, old gold, pouring that shit out in the street. All that shit. Heard up.
So you had rib tips and grape soda for dinner.
All day. Fingertips still red from that shit, son. Heard all day with that shit. Right? Y'all got to do Ratchet Date Night sometime, but not too hardcore, but like little
man.
Ratchet Date Night.
Well, I don't want to go to jail, and my kids don't got no father. You know what I'm saying? So I want
to Sam took us a Ratchet Date Night with that goddamn corner social.
That's hilarious.
Wait a minute. Whoa. I wasn't on no date with y'all. You gotta retract that.
Good point. Very good point.
Ricardo's a steakhouse that plays hip hop music.
Yeah, all night. Loud.
Rodney, pass me the butter.
Pass the sugar. Yo, you gotta scream in there. You can't have a conversation.
That was funny because I didn't know what y'all was talking about at the other end. I was getting front.
And then we got back in the car and everybody had a hoarse voice. It was
I know it sounds like this.
I was at the table calling y'all.
Yeah.
Think y'all hear that?
Yeah, we had to text. We had to text at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that food was right though. That food was right.
No, it wasn't.
That shit
food was
right.
right.
Maury, man, anybody gonna miss it?
No.
I'll find the strength to go on, brother. Somehow.
Just like we didn't miss Jerry Springer when he left.
Jerry Springer ain't on. Oh, he ain't on. That's right.
Nah, he ain't on no more.
Is Steve still on? The other guy?
I think Steve is going too, but who cares?
Yeah.
Listen, man, the internet is more Jerry Springer, more Maury, and more Steve, and those were,
You're right, Derek. They couldn't compete with the internet is more ratchet. Social media more ratchet than them. They can't compete. Yeah.
You get your ratchet on demand right in your phone whenever you want it.
The good thing is you got a free maternity test off that show.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. Save yourself $600.
Yep.
How much?
I think the average maternity test is like $600.
Oh, wow.
And you got.
Not that I know. I don't know.
See, my wife be chiming in, man. Ratchet date nights are the best. All right, so yeah, we know about Ratchet date night.
See, Red keeps it a buck. Red keeps it a buck. She got her fucking safety signals. You talk about Ratchet date night.
Look, man, I'm trying to get that job, all right? I'm trying to get that job. She's putting me out there right now. Messing up my whole
on Ratchet date night, Red takes her Vaseline and a bonnet out on the date. In case it pops off.
Baby.
Because I dirty out fighting in the street.
Trying up a head shit, word is born, baby.
Derek gonna be in the office tomorrow. You're like, Derek, can we have a word with you?
We saw you on social media with these other guys that were black, and they were really out of control. How do you explain this, Derek? How do you explain this?
I don't know them. I don't know them.
It's you talking about my twin brother's show? Let's chop it up. I've disowned him.
More used to bring the same girls up on there sometimes they're trying to find baby daddies and shit like that.
They never get booed. They wouldn't get booed either.
Yeah, but she had like 14 baby daddies. Couldn't figure out. I mean,
I know he's the father. I know he's the father. He got this. Him and the baby got the same feet.
Hey, let's give white people some insight on something real quick. White people, black people look at the baby's ears when they're born and see what color they're gonna be.
Correct. You can tell me
That's the truth. That's the truth. Because I was light skinned until I was 7.
Well, white people, that's what we do. But look at the baby ears. That's what we do. Oh my God!
It's the same color as when I was born.
Oh,
she said, "I would the red and ratchet date night bondage unite."
You
know I have that one. Y'all know I have one.
Gotta ride it down.
Indeed.
I'm telling you, man. Y'all gotta do it, man. Ratchet date night. We go to the Bronx. Let's see if we can make it back.
Yeah, fried chicken and champagne. There you go.
Let's see if we can make it back.
Oh man,
You gotta do Escape from the Bronx.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
Word up. That's some real shit. The Bronx is different, man.
Yeah, I was just there, brother.
Yeah, Bronx is some different shit.
Why? The Yankees ain't back. Why?
Yeah.
I had to go to church over there. There.
Oh shit.
They got churches in the Bronx?
Oh yeah, bro. Many black folks they got up there, they got more than half of them.
I never been to a church in the Bronx. Word. Now, Ron, no lie. I'm not being funny. When Ron said that shit, I really have to think about this.
I'm not joking. I don't ever remember seeing a church in the Bronx.
Word, I don't think about Harlem. Where's the church in the Bronx?
I never seen church in the Bronx. I never seen grass in the Bronx.
All the people that live in the Bronx, we messing with y'all. Messing with y'all.
No, I'm serious.
I'm serious too. I never seen a church in the Bronx.
I'm serious. I never seen the Bronx.
Yeah, crazy.
Now Ron gonna make me fucking Google this shit. I don't know about church in the Bronx.
Think about it. I think Kelvin lying. There was no. He went there for some other reason. There was no church there. There was no church there in the Bronx.
Kelvin went there looking for that man in gold.
And you know the funny thing is,
I'm gonna pay him back. I'm gonna fuck him up on site.
Out of all the boroughs, the Bronx needs the Lord the most. They need God the most.
They need prayer.
Yo, that's hilarious. I get lost every time I go there too. That's what's foul.
Trying to find the one church that's there.
Everybody stop even around the church. You know what the church, God in Christ? Church. I mean, church is chicken. That's what they're going.
That's the church they know. Church is chicken.
No fucking church in the Bronx. But anyway, people, for the brothers, let's chop it up. We want to say peace. We love y'all. So we catch you next week. Peace, and bye.
Later, y'all.